Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a weapon mod currently in front of your screen right now. This is the Institute EM rifle, or electromagnetic rifle. So, if you take a look at the weapon here, it shoots the 2mm electromagnetic cartridges, right? So it's like it's a brand new weapon, but it's kind of based off of an Institute weapon, right? Where if the Institute made a 2mm EC weapon, right? Like, this is what the mod author thinks it would look like. And it does look quite, Institute-y, right? It's got obviously the white and red color scheme. It does look like an Institute style weapon. It does do, your physical damage, your energy damage, and radiation damage on top of all. It's just the base variant, right? So let's take a look at how it shoots, right? So obviously, unlike the Gauss rifle, the main 2mm electromagnetic cartridge weapon, and then you reload it magazine style. Is that reload great? No, not necessarily. But given the pieces you have, it's doing fine, right? And it does have nice default sights. But let's take it to the weapon workbench. Before we do that, let's show you how you can craft it for yourself. You do it so at the chemistry station. Pretty basic type of scenario for all these things. It's got its own section. You do need science of 2 if you want to craft it for yourself. 3 circuitry, 6 copper, 10 plastic, 6 screws. It's not cheap, but not exactly expensive either. Like something, by the time you have science 2, and you get to that like late early game or beginning of the middle game part of the game, you can do just fine and craft that pretty easily. So obviously, we have all these receivers here. And an interesting one, obviously, like advanced receiver is like the most powerful per shot damage and stuff. But we do have automatic receivers, which I think is very interesting as well. So let's throw that thing on there. You can obviously change the barrels. We got standard, we got maximum barrel, which is maximum damage, but is better than the superior. So we go standard, improved, superior, maximum. I really hate that this is not in order, but here we are. Obviously, all requiring science perks. It's kind of a laser gun, right? Like you can get a recoil compensating stock. Sounds good, especially because we're gonna have the weapon automatic. We're gonna make the magazine large. Still requires science, right? Like you got all kinds of things here: short scope, glass reflex sight, a hologram reflex sight. That was interesting about those. Medium scope, and some night vision. So let's take a look at the glass reflex sight first, and then you can put a compensator on the weapon, but no suppressor. You get no suppressor, just like the regular Gauss rifle. That 2mm electromagnetic cartridge is gonna be. I guess you could put a suppressor on the. Anyway, this is our glass reflex sight. That looks very nice. And there's some light recoil, but considering we have an 80. Are shooting a lot of shit. This is like obviously not a huge amount of customization, but it is a cool idea, I think. Because I don't understand, like, well, I mean, you argue that you can produce, the Institute can produce, fusion cells. They can manufacture that shit, so that's why all their weapons shoot them. But why can, with a hollow sight, it's very clean, right? It's like just so obviously, fully automatic is not the most damage per shot, but I mean, I'm going to melt soothe some people when I shoot them with this. It is a cool, interesting gun, and obviously gives you a use case scenario other than the Gauss rifle to use 2mm electromagnetic electromagnetic cartridge ammo. Sorry, that's hard to say. So that's why they abbreviate it in 2mm. You see, it's so much easier to say than 2mm electromagnetic cartridge. It's just like a lot. It's a lot of words. It's a big muddle of stuff, but it is a kind of cool gun, and it does make lore sense. I think that the Institute could make a 2mm electromagnetic cartridge gun. Sure, why not? And sure, they make it automatic, and they just make it just spray electromagnetic charges at people. Figure it out with a big old 80-round magazine. Why not? Screw it. Like with a cool little hollow reflex sight. That's a really nice feature. Obviously, we gotta go test the weapon out in some combat, though. We gotta melt the fry some people with it, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, everybody, once again, pulling up on Zombies during our cable like I always do. It's a simple little weapon, but I like the look of it. The more that I looked at it when I was, like, getting here, I was like, this is a nice, it's got some nice, it looks like a futuristic Institute-type weapon. I mean, obviously, my big thing with every weapon that I ever test ever, is does it feel functionally good? Does it offer a unique gameplay experience that's not currently fulfilled by weapons already in the game? And we're going to find out. We're going to shoot some things. That man got absolutely destroyed. That poor raider thought that he could even fight me. So obviously, we use the first-person shooting. Obviously, the hipfire here is quite nice. I have been only hipfiring the weapon. I don't even have to use the hollow sight. You just kind of put the You know, you're reticle on the man and then they die. You know, getting fried. No reload necessary. Downside there a little bit, you know, just to make sure I got him. Anybody else left in here? No? Pretty much cleared it out. There's gotta be somebody left. Let's see some bad shots on deck. Completely missed my 86 headshot first. But that one didn't miss. Absolutely fried the head off. Completely destroyed. That's the thing is, with the electromagnetic cartridges, you are shooting something, right? That is the deal. You are shooting a highly charged thing. Obviously, we're doing a shit ton of damage, though. I want to mention, like, this is a ton in combination, because, especially with something like the Raiders, specifically, I fought the Raiders because if you fought ghouls or super mutants, you'd lose that radiation damage. But 116 physical damage, the energy damage never increases. So the only thing you can increase here with the receivers is physical damage. We get 116 there. Plus 22, plus 44, because they're taking the full brunt of the damage, unless they have some armor, but like it's like, you know, minor. I don't think these Raiders are going to be doing too much. Obviously, we're going to do some third-person shooting as well. We're going to do a whole wave of that, just to show off that you can. It's going to be very sneaky. But like I said, we can't really be that sneaky. It's a very loud gun. Like, you can hear the thing here. Obviously, I have reverb mods on, so my sound, you know, do be kicking. Quite loud. But at the same time, it is, you know, a loud gun. Who's there? I mean, that was 2 shots. I don't even think I needed the 2 shots. I think they died in 1, but like, I shot the second time anyway. Fried.
Nothing there now.
Nothing there now, really. You really think you're in here? You are in here. Can I shoot him through the window? Like, the third person, that's fine. Everybody who ever like, why don't you play third person? That's garbage. That's fucking trash. Because like, I couldn't shoot that through that window, right? Like, I couldn't get my bullets to go through because the way the body lines up with the thing. Like, so when you're in first person, this is me ranting here. It just goes where your gun is aiming, right? Like this, so technically it looks like I'm shooting against the wall. See, that's why the third person, man, they're bugging me. But we will show the third person off. We just have to, like, you know, be more active in the way we handle combat here. Just, you know, fry them. I mean, you really don't have to aim down sight. As much as you get those cool hollow sights, or even the glass reflex sight is pretty nice. You don't need to do that. They kind of it's a cool gun. There needs to be, obviously, I think there's just, you know, you could always use more 2mm electromagnetic cartridge weapons. Look at me saying it that time without fail. And this is a cool one. I think it lore-wise makes sense. Like, obviously, the Institute could develop a weapon that shoots that kind of cartridge. And just absolutely hitting hard. Better than the Gauss rifle, probably. Like, Gauss rifle probably does more single-shot damage. You're going to hit, like, a Death Claw, something with a lot of resistances is going to, you know, eat a Gauss rifle more than this. But this, for most enemies, is just going to fucking fry. Especially human enemies that eat the radiation damage as well. We're just one-shotting people with a fully automatic weapon, just spray and pray. 2mm electromagnetic cartridges everywhere. Look at me saying, I'm just like practicing. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think of the Institute electromagnetic rifle, or EM rifle in this case, in the comment section down below. I'd greatly appreciate that if you let me know what you think. Is it cool? Is it not cool? Do you wish it had this, that, the other thing? Let me know. I appreciate that. If you guys want to check out the mod for yourselves, though, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.